Mike McDonald.
Hi, I'm Shelley Shirilla.
And we're with Kindred Moon Paranormal. We're here to thank everybody for watching Season 1 of Kindred Moon Paranormal. And wanted to let everybody know to stay tuned because Season 2 is coming soon.
Right around the corner.
That's right. We'll see you in the next season. Thanks for watching.
Okay, I'm Darwin Lynn. I'm 73 years old. My wife Martha and I went to high school here. Martha was she was born and raised here, and we had the museum, and we were struggling with the museum. And there was a for sale sign on the Villisca Axe Murder House, and in 1994 we purchased the house with the thought of restoring it back to its original 1912 for the historical value. And we, at that point, had no idea of anything paranormal. We were very naive about anything paranormal at the house. The paranormal aspect of the house just happened. And it happened in about 1998 when we had some investigators come. And anyway, of course, what happened at the house is one of the largest unsolved crimes in the middle part of the United States. And there was 8 people murdered with an axe, June 10th, 1912. And the really sad part of it is that there was 6 of the victims were under 12 years of age. There are things that happen in the house that you can't explain. I have a little problem with a little yellow car. It just seems to be in one room one time you're down there, and maybe it's upstairs the next time, and you know, it's just no rhyme or reason to where it, you know. And lately it seems like they enjoy playing with the ball and rolling the ball around. Now, you can go upstairs and the ball will be in one closet, and the next time you go up it might be in the next other closet and the door's shut, you know, and things like that. So, you know, it's got to be something, you know, and I don't know what it is, you know. Maybe I'm not supposed to know, you know, who knows.
But you're curious about it.
Oh, sure. And I guess I'm open-minded, you know, and I think that, you know, we're in a very opportune time. I mean, for this, 20 years ago, I'd have been laughed and kicked out of town probably because, but now it's, you know, you can't hardly turn the TV on at night, but what there isn't something of paranormal, you know, connected to about all the detective shows now, or, you know, they got a paranormal connection of some sort. And that.
When we got to the Villisca Axe Murder House, just knowing everything that was in there that happened, it was quite troubling. It was very disturbing to know things like that could happen to people. It definitely weighed on my heart, knowing that those innocent people died like that. So I went into this investigation hoping to find the answers to who could have possibly done that and maybe solve the case. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
pretty much the whole town of Villisca is split on the axe murder case. A lot of people there, over half the town, pretty much believes that it should be left alone and forgotten. And then another part of the town believes that it should be remembered and just a memory of the people to live on. And there's a lot of controversy over paranormal groups coming in and investigating.
The Moores moved into this property in 1904. In 1906, they bought the 2.5 lots to the north. And this made them a small acreage. At that time, this was the edge of town. Everything to the east here was pretty much farm ground and pasture. The house is, you see here, it's on the National Register. That was one of the first goals. That's one of the reasons I bought the house. It was just a challenge to get it on the National Register because I didn't think it should be torn down. I thought it should be preserved. The furnishings in the house are just of the time period. There's nothing here that belongs to the Moores. We were very fortunate when we bought the house. A lady by the name of Bernadine Miller, and her family lived here from the time she was 6 years old till she was 14. And that was before it was modernized at all. You know, it was back to, and she came and she told us all about the house. She even picked out the wallpaper for this room. And without her, it had been a little more difficult. I mean, because she was just a wealth of information from the time period. Like I say, the furnishings are just time period. But you know, I should tell you about the first people that lived in the house, and then the Geisman family. And they were local Villisca people, but they went to Montana to homestead in 1911. This happened in 1912. 1913, why Charles Moore died. That was J.B.'s father, and it lengthened the settling of the estate. So in 1914, Ross Moore, the executor, he put a sign on the house that if you'd agree to either rent or buy the house, you could live in it for 6 months free rent. The Geismans came back from Montana, I imagine, penniless. And John, Allie, and the 3 daughters moved into the house. Now, John only stayed in the house one night. The next day, he fixed up a room in the barn. And in 1915, he deeded the house to his wife, Allie, which was a little unusual. And from then on, he slept in the barn. His wife and 3 daughters slept in the house. The granddaughter said that John had a real fear of the house after dark, and he didn't want to stay. He died in 1927. When he died in 27, Allie moved south of town with a daughter, and they rented the house out then for 20 years. And in that 20-year span, there was Homer Rittner lived here one night, and the Millers lived here 6 years, and everybody else in between. Anyway, the court records come into play because of the sewing machine in front of this window, and this window was unlocked. But there was paraphernalia and so forth on the sewing machine. Nobody came and left by this window. There was no breaking and entering. JB's wallet, watch, and money was left on the kitchen table undisturbed. The only thing they took from this house that night was these people's lives.
That's the only thing they intended.
And the front door was locked when they came back the next day.
The doors were all locked.
So he got through this window?
No. Don't think he did. The
No,
doors
okay.
were unlocked when they came in.
Isn't there a theory that he maybe got in earlier in the day?
Yeah.
And hid in the attic?
In the attic. This is where Sarah and JB lived. And JB was the first killed with the sharp edge of the axe. And anyway, all the rest of them were killed with the flat edge of the blunt ends. They were blunted to death. This
Oh, wow.
attic here, and you see this door was probably closed. And the Moores kind of used this for kept their commode in here. And there was a court, in the court records, it told about some bed clothing in there. It looked like it had been set on for quite some time. And they said there was some spent cigarettes in there. I'm assuming cigarette butts, like somebody might have spent some time in there. And I think they waited till they went to sleep then and crept out of here and probably killed JB first. Sarah was the only one you could identify, and the reason for that was that she took most of the blows to the top of her head. So anyway, this room in here is where the 4 more children were. And again, the court records come into play. There was axe marks in the ceiling here, and anyway, there was a lot of axe marks in the ceiling here that if you put a plumb line on them, they didn't go towards a bed. You know, like this. There was some of them right straight down, and it kind of told the people from Leavenworth that the guy from Leavenworth that a lot of the people were not killed in their bed and in their sleep. The Pinkerton people were sure everybody was killed in their sleep. Nobody knew what hit them because that's the way they found them. They found them laying in bed almost as if prepared for a funeral. There was cloth on all their faces, but yet it wasn't stuck to the wounds. So I mean, there was a time period between the time they were killed and the time they were laid in bed.
So he killed them and then drug them to bed?
I think what they did, they left.
Alright, so we're gonna, saw a couple videos online about somebody rolling a ball on MyTube or YouTube or whatever it is. And the ball coming back and stuff like that. So we're gonna go into the front room wherever that happened and use a level to see if the floor is unlevel, and that's the cause of it. So we're gonna try to go in there and debunk it and see what happens. So
Follow us.
follow us. Oh yeah, the bubble was clearly.
Okay, right there would be level.
Where?
Right there would be level. And we're an inch, half an inch.
So
The floor
Does
is
lean-
not level.
So the floor does lean down
Lean
to
to this
where
side.
the ball does roll down there to them. So let's play with the ball a little bit. So that right there pretty much shows that the ball's going to roll back towards the person on this side because the floor is leaning to that side. All right. So if this is a ghost, can you please move the ball towards Chris in the opposite direction? Can you please roll the ball to Chris across the room for me?
Come on, roll me the ball. If there's actually a ghost in here, roll me the ball. Or roll it to Mike. That's only 2 foot away.
come on, we like playing with toys. Don't you want to play ball with us? We'd really like it if you can move the ball. We'll roll it back to you.
Now my thing is, there's another way. Chris, I need you to stand over here for a second. I'm going to show you how uneven this floor is. Watch this. It does not matter where you put the ball. It constantly rolls
To that
way,
corner.
To that corner. It rolls that way. It doesn't matter where you're at in the room. It was there. Now I'm over here.
Let's see, now back there it kind of light dip. Let's see if we'll get over it. Yep, see it comes right back.
Goes right back to
Right back to the same corner that it always goes.
Yes. And that's because the floor
Is
It's
uneven.
is
uneven.
uneven. Not because of a ghost, but because the floor is uneven. But it was a nice trick for them to put it on the YouTube.
Yes,
I was quite impressed when I first saw it, but that's one of the things that got me wanting to come up here is to kind of disprove that. And so we did. Alright, here we are just entering the Villisca Axe Murder House. There's no electric ran in here other than extension cords to a couple heaters. So this house shouldn't be giving off really any EMFs whatsoever. We're gonna do our investigation, me and Chris first,
Yep.
and see what we can find, see if there's any evidence to collect.
It's quite wild.
This is Mike and Chris and Shelly in the Villisca Axe Murder House. We are in the kitchen area. I'm gonna lay this down here for a second and get a base temperature in K2 reading.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
Alright, the base temperature of the place is 53 degrees in the kitchen area. K2.
Do you like the way Darwin has recreated the inside of the house for you? If you like what he's done here, please light up the device that Mike is holding in his right hand that has the green light. All you have to do is make it go up to the red one time.
Sounds like someone's walking upstairs a little bit.
Yeah, it might have just been red, but possible.
Where's under this room?
Yeah.
Can you make it go higher than that? Make the lights
flash.
flash. The pretty lights. Can you make it red?
Come on, can you make it go up a little bit more? Make it red?
Oh, you can do it. You can draw energy from the things we're holding in our hands.
Dude, I'm up to a 2.
Most of the house seemed pretty normal. We were getting a lot of EMF readings throughout the house, but once we walked upstairs, you could really tell the atmosphere changed, and it was more of a sombering experience, and it was definitely pretty heavy up there.
We're upstairs at the Villisca house in the parents' bedroom. What we really need to do, Mike, I think we need to come up here later, take the things off the mirrors, take pictures of the mirrors.
That really wakes me up about that story about the
Putting the mirrors, the covers over the mirrors.
how the cars were over the mirrors whenever they discovered the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that could possibly like trap spirits?
Maybe.
Oh.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, nice. Can you make those lights move again?
Can you touch that device again for me, please?
Please, we'd like for you to make the green light that is lying on the bed. Can you please make it go up to red again for us?
Try to pick it up for us. Can you pick up that green light? Can you make it float in the air? Hold it up.
Can you touch one of us? You can pull on my pant legs, I won't mind.
Do you feel something?
Yeah. I thought I saw. I felt my pant leg tug.
Can you do that again?
There's a ball underneath there. Let me try to get a quick reading.
The meter down there is back down to almost to a 1. Almost to a 1, not, you know, it's up to like 1.5, I guess.
It's weird, dude. What I felt was when you said that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, watch, this thing is going to grab my leg, you know. And then I felt this. I felt, that was it.
Really?
Just one time.
What did you feel?
I felt this. Just one time. Very lightly. Did you hear that?
Maybe that was outside.
Somebody was right there. Can you make that noise again for us?
Still at a 1.5.
There's a cold spot.
For sure.
Right there in the middle. Put your hand in it, Chris. It is colder, too.
What's the temperature?
Oh, I can feel it right there.
Can you feel it?
Right there.
Yeah, there's a cold spot on the bed. Temperature is 56. Dropped 2 degrees.
Is it because of the window here?
I don't know.
Can you please make another noise for us?
Was this your bedroom?
I hear voices. heard that. Did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, shit.
Can you talk louder?
Did you hear anything, Joe?
Just the dogs outside, but I don't hear anything in here.
I keep hearing, like, people talking.
Was this door closed before?
Yeah.
It was open a little bit.
Was it really?
Yeah.
What was that?
That was something. That was definitely something.
Huh?
That was definitely something in this room.
Is there somebody in here?
Oh, I just heard a whisper. That was weird.
Yeah, I heard that.
Which one? Did you hear the noise? Or
Yeah,
Oh.
I heard the noise. What?
What?
Maybe that's just you walk on the boards, but I heard that bump again. But it felt sounded like it was coming
Listen.
behind me.
Can you please tell us your name? How many are there of you?
Can you tell us how old you are? Can you make a noise for us up here, please? Okay, that's your arm.
I'm trying to find that reading again. It was there and now it's gone. Look at that.
That noise was the closet door there. Because I just heard it again.
Is it open?
Oh, wait.
The wind.
Here. Now it's gone.
Come on, we'd really like to talk to you, but you have to show us that you're here.
We really like seeing those pretty lights on that device. Can you make them go up higher? Can you make it go red?
Come on, it's a game. Do you like to play games? We like to play games. Can you make that light go up to red for us? Come on, we know you can do it.
It's trying, dude. It's trying.
Oh, there you go. You're getting closer. Okay. You can do it. Do you like the pretty lights too?
If you keep making it go up, you'll see a red light.
That would be neat. Come on, you can do it.
We'd really like to know that you're here.
Can you give us some sign? Just some clue to your presence here, please? Could you tap on the wall 3 times? Or move something for us so we can see it?
No, we came a long way just to play with you. Will you not play with us?
I felt that. Huh?
There's wind coming through that window behind you. I noticed it earlier during the daytime.
Could you make that noise again?
What the hell was that? Felt like something was crawling on my cheek. Yeah, that was weird.
Oh, K2.
So,
It's coming back. Being that the Villisca Axe Murder House has been on a few other network channels already, we wanted to really go in and try to see if we could debunk the claims of everything that was going on, because we felt that maybe the place was just too commercialized. So we really went in expecting to not really see a whole bunch, and yet we ended up discovering a lot, even though we were able to debunk some things. Hi, this is Mike McDowell, Kindred Moon Paranormal. We had a lot of good experiences at the Villisca Axe Murder House. And here we seem to caught 4 EVPs that I want to play for you guys and get your thoughts on it. This first one, you're going to hear, it sounds like a little child that's saying daddy really quick. So check this out. While we were investigating the Villisca Axe Murder House, we didn't have no kids with us. It was just strictly our team there in the house. Nobody else was there. This next EVP, we've actually caught, sounds like a whole bunch of kids like talking in the background or something, like communicating with us or somebody else in the house. So let me play this one for you. Alright, for this one, we also caught some more kids talking, but it's not as frequent as what the other EVP was. But you should check this one. Alright, this is our last EVP for the Villisca Axe Murder House. On this one, you can actually hear a child call out, "Where's my mom?" It was quite surprising hearing this one in this house, but yeah. Check this. My thoughts of the Villisca Axe Murder House is that it seems to have a lot of paranormal activity in this place. We caught a lot of EMF fields. We were being touched. We got EVPs. I can't really say that the place is infested with haunted activity, but there does seem like to be a lot of paranormal activity going on in this place. So, you guys conclude what you think. Hi, this is Mike McDowell with Kindred Moon Paranormal, and on this tech special of this episode, I'd like to introduce the air ion counter. It measures the positive and negative air ions, which is believed to be manipulated when a ghost is trying to manifest himself.